come on, man. And with the local DBC news, LL Cool J with a triumphant comeback.
Morris solo. But tonight,
Don't call it a comeback!
Don't call it a comeback, that's for sure, because this might just be a one-off. I don't know if I'm going to make another one after this. I've said this so many times, I'm back, but here I am. One more video in the year 2026. It's my first video in 2-3 years, I don't even know, but it's been a while. What is up, guys? It is your boy Tyler coming at you with a brand new video, and today we're going to be talking about something that's been taking the internet over by storm in the last 2-3 days, and honestly it's pretty close to home, both literally and figuratively, and that's not a pun. Today we're going to be talking about the whole bricks and minifigures controversy that's been going on between Brian Mansell, Reckless Ben, and Bricks and Minifigures, specifically the store in Salem, Oregon. So let's just discuss my background, I guess, within the Lego space and the Lego community within the last year of my life. So I bought my first Lego set since I was a kid, I think on May 16th of last year, and since then, see the pictures on your screen right now, my collection has grown into an absolute clusterfuck. I have dived completely down the rabbit hole. I went from Chopper to what you see on the screen right now. One set to what you see on the screen right now. And throughout, starting out with my collection, I went to Bricks and Minifigures because I've seen it driving down the road, but I never obviously went in because I wasn't collecting or buying Lego at the time. But I went in one day, bought a few sets, looked around, and it gave me a very GameStop-y-ish vibe, but it was my first time there. I didn't really know anybody. I wasn't trying to necessarily get to know anybody. I just wanted to see what they had, see what it was like. Came out with a Ant-Man buildable figure, a couple minifigures from Marvel, whatever, but I kept going back. And overall, my experience at Bricks and Minifigures has been absolutely phenomenal. Every single time I go in there, people are super friendly, super nice. I'm not going to name them by name, but if you're in West Michigan, Bricks and Minifigures is definitely the place to go for all of your Lego needs. I have never had a bad experience. Like I said, they've actually hooked me up. I got the Lego Batcave complete in the box with no figs. The set was complete for only $80, and that is I believe a $250 set. With the figs, I believe it's a little bit more, but still, they've been super good to me. Even on May 4th, I bought the Mos Eisley Cantina. I got it for $290 complete with all the figs. So every single time I've been there, it's been nothing but a great experience. But I'm not gonna lie, this whole issue with Bricks and Minifigures and Brian Mansell and this whole Reckless Ben situation kind of gives me a GameStop-y vibe, especially from the corporate level of Bricks and Minifigures, because GameStop, I feel back when I was a kid, so back in 2008, 2009, 2010, it was a very gamer-centric place to go. If you wanted to buy games, if you wanted to talk games, the people there were usually pretty chill. That's when the midnight releases were happening, and it was a very it was a gamer's store, if that makes sense. But then over the years, I feel 2014, 2015, 2016, it became very pushy for the power-up rewards, and it became a very it didn't even feel like you were going into a game store. It felt like the games were a side piece to the collectibles and the figures and stuff. So I feel GameStop definitely lost its identity, and personally I don't go to GameStop for anything anymore whatsoever, but it definitely lost its way, at least in my opinion, and I know that a lot of people online probably share similar takes, but I definitely have a different look on Bricks and Minifigures as a whole due to this whole situation, because I understand that the local store that I go to at least once a week deserves no flack because they didn't do anything. They have literally nothing to do with the situation going on. But at the same time, if I go to Bricks and Minifigures, yes, I'm supporting my local community, but I'm also supporting this very shitty company that is doing very shitty things and is continuing to do very shitty things until the situation is resolved, if it does get resolved. And I feel like the only way it will legitimately get resolved is if Brian Mansell gets his Lego collection back. I don't think Bricks and Minifigures has done really anything in the last few days to remedy the situation or to like attempt to put out the fire. At least I feel like they've made it worse. They have just made so many generic posts that you would see from a big corporation when a scandal like this is going on, and then even stores on the local level are posting similar things. And I'm not saying it's disingenuous, but I feel like, at least if you look at the Bricks and Minifigures Instagram page, they're posting just normal posts of like, come to our store, buy your sets, buy your this, especially with Star Wars stuff too, given the context of like what's been going on. With the comments are limited, and it gives a very tone deaf vibe because they know exactly what's going on. They're posting Star Wars content, but the comments off. It's almost like they're rubbing it in people's faces, especially in Brian Mansell's face and in Ben Schneider's face as well. So I believe that, again, the stores that you go to every day, every other day, whatever, every week, that have been good to you, keep supporting them. It's not that I'll walk into that store with a mindset and I'll have an intent to be annoyed at the fact that I'm at Bricks and Minifigures, but at the same time, even if my experience is great, and more than likely it will be, and I'll be walking out with something that I want or have been wanting, I'm still going to know in the back of my mind that, yeah, the local owner, the managers, the staff, the crew, whatever, did nothing wrong. I'm still giving money to Bricks and Minifigures at the end of the day. So, Bricks and Minifigures, my message to you is to just clean up this fucking shit and give Brian Mansell his Legos back. Anyways, like I said, I'm not going to consider this a comeback to YouTube. I literally just wanted to get on here and make something fun. I had a lot of fun making this video. It's been a while since I edited anything. So I hope you all enjoyed it, and I want to know down below what are your guys' thoughts on this whole Bricks Minifigure situation. If you guys are just Lego collectors, or if you're outside of the Lego space and you're just looking into this just a general, like I said, big fucking scandal, a big mess. I feel like whether you're within Lego or you're not within the Lego space, this is still a topic that is not going to go unnoticed on your news feed every day, at least until it gets cleaned up, because this is more than just Bricks and Minifigures. This also has to do with the Utah State Police. That's a whole mess. Just look up Reckless Ben's YouTube channel. Go watch both his parts along with his follow-up videos on those. I will not even attempt to explain it. Just go see for yourself. It's a crazy, honestly way bigger than Lego situation. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed, and if I come back with another one, stay tuned. Peace out.